Hello, Music Multiverse listeners, and welcome to Beyond Your Radio. This is Keep It Dark. Finish Us 2025. This is episode 4. Tempir. In honor of tonight's USA versus Finland, we're going to go to Finland for the win. Before we even start, because if this Tempir Finland dark metal band was heard or even seen coming to the lonely end of the rink, they would be only retreat from the visitors in this wake of their audio blistering darkness. This is dark, industrial, gothic, like a gothicism that even has a hellish atmosphere and progressive doom. This is the band Aranzi Pazuzu. And as inescapable as it becomes, it also enslaves the audio listener who appreciates that tension, lingering musicianship beckoning the listener like children to a house you know you shouldn't go to, or an abandoned spaceship floating at the edge of the vastness of nowhere. There's more. There's vastness that we can't approach yet or comprehend until we take you to a cabin where it all began. In that cabin, owned by the mysterious Kordic family, okay, they're not mysterious. They're probably just standard people, but the name is kind of cool. But these guys, Kordic, the drummer, Icon, guitarist, who was not in there at the time. There was another prior guitarist. Evil, who does keyboards and percussion. Onto, who does bass. And Junhis, or Junhis, vocals and guitar. They began to make a deep, dark impression in the Finnish woods. Guess they had to do it in the Finnish woods, because if this was in any local hearing area of a rural setting, they would have probably signaled a dark netherworld alien god from the vastness of space that even Sisu or the Avengers couldn't handle. If you don't know the Sisu reference, I'm sorry. But the key here is they would die a glorious death with the background of this unreal progressive doom and black metal soundscape in their ears. "'Tis a noble rite of bleak passage," it would be. In that cabin, yeah, probably that cabin in the woods, because there's some mysterious, monstrous vocal incantations that stir your guts. And yeah, it's all in Finnish. And there's absolutely and utterly no problem with that being the case. Because it's enduring, it's sinister, it's lifelike. If these had English words, they would hold very little value, I think. Although in title of records, we'll get to that. Here they show signs of like early death ambient moments, but nothing like what was gonna come. Okay, this is a credit to their increasing scope of musicianship, because they got this noir passion to lengthening and intensifying everything, slowly allowing the music to be more sinister and disturbing, and maybe more disturbing than the actual vocal. And don't get me wrong, the vocal is standout, growl, hiss, guttural, and intense and monstrous as well. I liken their development to their albums. And I might mess up their titles a bit. It's the first. This record's called Valinio, which is the creation of space. To the 2016 Muuntautuja, which is the expansion of space. So see what's happening, right? The debut in the cabin is Mukalainen. Phew. No, he's not a Finnish hockey player. It's actually, the title might actually mean the alien speaks. So this is the first time. So are they all aliens? Hey, all right. Well, he is, and he's a guttural, coarse, and fevered pitch kind of alien when he speaks, although the music speaks as well, too. But the band never loses that hint of space, that touch of alien, we'll call it. And what they do is build vastness, expansive musical concepts that the ear will hit in a dark black metal asteroid. And they are beginning to become extremely brilliant at doing this and making the albums into solitary, continual pieces of mid-pace, dangerous, and evocative black metal, unlike that you've heard. Why? Because it's completely enjoyable, yet pulverized, sinister, and cinematically tormentive. So why this kind of music? What brought me to this psychedelic black space metal? Last year, I missed Muuntautuja, the transformative, as it might be called, but this is the transformation of this band, Aranzi Pazuzu. God, I haven't said that name as much as I should. So one more time, Aranzi Pazuzu had brought their monumental black metal masterpiece, in my opinion. Yes, while Blood Incantation's Absolute Elsewhere is an expansive doom and progressive space metal monster of sound record, for sure, and it was in our top 24 albums of 2024, Aranzi Pazuzu's Muuntautuja is built to draw and drag the listener into absolute bleak infinity. This is visceral skinny puppy, industrial meshing. It's got earthless kind of riffs that have that dark blues and rock and spacescape, and the progressiveness and black metal stance of Opeth. This leads to monstrous, unstoppable, unavoidable labyrinth of audio musicianship and mysticism that just goes over the language barrier. This is black metal shape-shifting with no past approach that makes you feel safe or in a comfortable area where you might think you know where it's coming from. It just feels like all-out exhaustion to a final breath. And it's not milliseconds, it's an hour album. This is dark metal lover's nightmare come true. Come from one end of solitary cabin in the woods and is now reaching out in a nuclear alien radius to inflect and infect the universe in its dark, gothic, psychedelic purpose in progressive black metal and space. This is an album you have to experience. It's sort of like Event Horizon. You know you don't want to watch it, but you want to watch it again. As always, it is never easy, and the reward and the dark side of music are never certain. But I will continue to reach into whatever darkness to pull something that might be unique, uncalculable, or in this case, with an interesting continual pattern that is in the vastness of the music multiverse. Aranzi Pazuzu on Keep It Dark. Thank you for taking this journey of sound with me. I'll see you next week for Insect Arc for more on the dark side of music. We're on the web at beyondyourradio.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, of course, articles, videos, podcasts coming soon. It's all about albums, bands, artists, anything we can get our hands on, even if we have to reach into the dark, bleak, black metal. Go Beyond Your Radio with us, a real music appreciation channel. Again, thank you for watching and happy listening.